I'm going to give you the best advice that anyone will ever give you in this world about learning how to roll your R's if you're trying to learn Spanish. For anyone that doesn't know, I used to work as a professional accent coach behind the scenes for Hollywood actors and all kinds of other interesting clients around the world. Let me give you two amazing tips of how to roll your R's. Tip number one is forget about rolling with your tongue for right now. Practice the same concept, but with your lips, like this. But then, okay, what I was doing right there was just blowing air through my lips. And then we're going to add more steps to this, okay? But what I want you to do as you're practicing blowing air through your lips, I want you to consciously be thinking about what it is that you're actually doing while you are blowing your lips. So you're going to be going like this, but you're going to keep going. And in your head, you're going, okay, what mechanically is going on with my body right now? Okay. My lips are relaxed and I am blowing air through my lips, but I am lightly trying to close my lips just with the slightest amount of effort to bring them back together, but the air is opening them back up. Like that. That looked gross because of the saliva. I'm so sorry, but I don't have a lot of time. I got to keep going. I can't reshoot this. I gotta go do something. So, okay. So then you're gonna add another step to it. You're gonna now, as you're doing that, you're going to add a vocal sound. You're gonna vibrate your vocal cords. So you're gonna go from to going like that. So now, same thing with this exercise. You're gonna say, okay, what am I doing mechanically? What is going on to produce this effect with my lips? And you're gonna say to yourself, as you're doing it, you're gonna go, my lips are relaxed. I'm blowing air through my lips as my lips are slightly trying to close, but the air is opening them back up. And I am vocalizing with my vocal cords, vibrating my vocal cords. And you're thinking that the whole time that you're going. And if you can, in your mind, while you're doing it, think about each one of those things, it prepares you mentally to do the same thing with your tongue because that's the same thing that's going on with your tongue. You, for a Spanish rolling your R, your tongue is relaxed just like your lips are relaxed, but it is slightly trying to touch the top of your mouth. But what is preventing it from staying there is the flow of air. So then hopefully you can practice doing just the flow of air without the vocal sound at first. And you can get to the point to where you're going, and it's just like a flag waving through the wind that's just flapping around. And then when you get there, as you work on that, you remember you have to relax your tongue just like your lips are relaxed. And then from there, you can add the vocal sound and you're going, and you're not worried about pronouncing any Spanish words. You're just getting the mechanics down. Oh, and I just realized I'm actually going to throw in another tip. So I'm going to give you three in this video, but let's start now with number two. So number two is be silly. I promise you, with accents, when you're trying to perfect a new accent, sometimes being silly is like the best thing. So I just want you to like turn into a kid and be goofy and silly and be like, I know it sounds crazy, but the reason that that helps is it relaxes. Like not only relaxing your muscles, but you need your brain to be relaxed because the barrier that's happening here with a lot of people that are struggling with obtaining some kind of new accent thing is that their brain is not relaxed enough to let them step out of their comfort zone of making a new sound that they haven't made their entire life. You know, you've been speaking one language your entire life, or maybe other languages, but in this case it's a new sound, so it's a sound that you haven't been using your whole life like a native Spanish speaker. So you're like, you psychologically need to just be relaxed, okay? And I'm telling you, be silly. And that brings me to point number three, and a little disclaimer here. I am not trying to pressure anyone to do something that they don't feel comfortable doing. But here's the tip. If you are a person that enjoys a modest cup of wine or a beer or a shot of tequila, I'm not talking about getting drunk, but go have that moderate drink and then get silly and then go to step number the exercises that was in tip number 2, and it helps relax your brain like I was talking about, where you're not so like mentally and psychologically uptight, and you can just kind of let go and just like, man, I'm feeling good, let me just get crazy and just be I promise you, sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, I used to work as an accent coach, and these tips, those are the 3 best tips you will ever hear on learning to roll your R's. If you hear a better one, let me know. I'd be surprised to find out that there's a better one, but I'm always open to new techniques because I love this stuff. There you have it. I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one.